Hi everybody, welcome to Moto Yoga Brantford. My name is Marcus and today we're going to be going through a Moto Yoga series sequence. All you're going to need for this class is a yoga mat and a space to be able to move around. I would encourage you to set yourself up, and I'd also recommend that you grab a block, or you can also use a book. It's also going to work quite well for this practice. And ultimately what we're going to be utilizing those for is just to bring the ground a little bit closer to us, making things more accessible. You can start here right at the top of your mat and standing. Separate your toes out nice and wide and create a foundation with the soles of your feet. Feel the ground underneath of you as you push the ground away from you. This will allow you to grow nice and tall. You can relax your arms down by your side and connect with your breath. And just distinctly, step into the experience of the present moment as distinct from having a wandering mind or thinking about things that are outside of the present moment that you're in right now. What can be helpful for this is drawing your attention towards your breath and just noticing what it feels like to be standing here in the room that you're standing in. And when you breathe in, you can reach your arms out wide and lift your arms up towards the ceiling as you lift up. And use your exhale to bring your hands back down through heart center. Now take your time here as you breathe in. Fill your lungs, lift up as you push your palms towards one another. And use your exhale to interlace your fingers, HA ha to the mouth as you press your palms down and away. As you breathe in through your nose, you can bring your gaze onto one knuckle and watch yourself as you breathe in. And as you bring your palms together, HA ha to the mouth like you're fogging up a piece of glass in front of you. Now this is going to continue. As you breathe in through your nose, you can reach your arms forward and up. Use your exhale, HA ha to the mouth as you empty out your lungs, interlacing your fingers at heart center and pressing your palms down and away. Long breath in. Complete breath out. Two more. Release the grip of your palms. Use your inhale to reach your arms out wide. Interlace your fingers and relax your shoulder blades away from your ears. And press down through your heels to grow tall. And use your exhale to reach towards the right side. And you can shift your hips towards left so that as you're breathing in, you have even weight through both feet. And use your exhale to reach over towards the right side of the room, shifting your hips towards the left. On your inhale, grow tall. And then your exhale, lengthen towards the right. Breathe into your left ribs. And breathe out as you lengthen. And on your inhale, lift yourself back up through center. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, switch up the position of your grip so that your inhale reaches your arms tall, and your exhale lengthens your body towards the left side of the room. Make space for your inhale. Make room for your exhale as you reach towards the left. On an inhale, create lift. And an exhale, reach towards the left. Take your time as you breathe in, elevate your arms back over top of your head, shift your hips underneath of you, extend your fingertips forward and draw your shoulder blades back. What's really tempting to do is to round the back body forward. I'm going to encourage you to undo this by bringing your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest up nice and proud, then bend your knees to sit your hips down low. Take time for your breath in, lift you up. And use your exhale to sit a little bit deeper into your seat. Your knees can reach forward as your shoulder blades reach back. Find the breath in. Get curious about your breath out. See how deep you can bend your knees. And then on your inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Lift up. Lift your fingertips, lift your toes. Reach your heels away from the earth as you bend your knees. And then reach your knees forward towards the ground as you relax your shoulder blades away from your ears. As you inhale, grow a little taller. And as you exhale, bend your knees a little bit deeper. You might find it helpful to reach your hands forward in front of your shoulders, but notice if you're rounding into your back body once again, draw those shoulder blades back to lift your chest. One more full breath in. And use your exhale to sit a little bit deeper into your seat. Wonderful. On your inhale, reach your arms to the sky, lift, lift, lift. Use your exhale to lower your heels, lower your arms. Bring your right arm underneath of your left arm. You can bind your arms together, lift your elbows, or you might choose to place your arms down onto your shoulders. Bend your knees to sit your hips down low. Feel the inhale lift you up. Use your exhale just a little bit deeper into your seat. There, you can stay right here. You might choose to hover your right leg over top of your left thigh. Squeeze your right thigh down into your left leg. Pull your left leg up into your right. And then connect with a breath that supports this pose where you are. If you notice that you're rounding forward, see if you can lift your shoulders up over top of your hips to lift your elbows and your knees in line with one another. Then use your exhale just a little bit deeper into your seat, challenging the depth here as you push your right thigh into your left and your left up into your right. You might unravel your arms, unravel your legs, reach up. Bring your left arm underneath of your right arm. Your hands to your shoulders, lift your elbows away from your chest. Bend your knees to sit your hips down low. From here, lift your left leg over top of your right thigh. Squeeze your legs towards one another. Lift your shoulders up over top of your hips. Make space for your inhale. Let breath in. And make space for your exhale. Let that breath come out. Fill up. And empty out. One more like that. Unravel your arms, reach up, look up, and bring your hands down through heart center. You can heel toe your feet side by each. Bend your knees to sit your hips down low. Take your right arm onto your left thigh and your left hand to your lower back. As you breathe in, draw your shoulder blades together, lift your chest proud. Use the length of your spine to twist your body open to face the left. You can use your inhale here to lengthen through your back body. Use your exhale to sit back and down. Turn your chest open to face left. Bring your left shoulder blade down away from your ears. Long inhale. And depth to your exhale. Then on your inhale, rotate back through center, lift up, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, bend your knees, sit your hips down low, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen arm. And use your exhale to sit a little bit deeper. Place your left hand onto your right thigh, your right hand to your lower back. As you breathe in, lift your chest proud. Use your exhale to sit your hips low. Full breath in. And a long breath out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. On your inhale, rotate back through center, lift up, reach up. And then float your arms down. Relax them by your side and then position your hands onto your lower back. You can rest them You can rest them right onto your glute muscles here so that as you breathe in, you can lift your heart. Use your exhale to press down into your hands. Roll your shoulder blades back and lift your chest. With an expansive breath in, create space. Use your exhale to push down. Fill your lungs with air. And use your exhale to press down into your heels, press down into your hands. One more time. Breathe in deep. And empty your lungs. On your inhale, lift yourself back up through center. Shoulders stacked over top of the hips, arms by your side. Breathe in, roll your shoulders forward, up, and let them go. One more time, full breath in. Calm breath out. Inhale, reach your arms up high overhead. And use your exhale to fold forward with control. On your inhale, halfway lift, long through your back body, shoulder blades behind you. And use your exhale to plant your hands down. Reach your right foot to the back of your mat and then lift your torso away from your left thigh, either positioning your hands here on your left leg or reach your arms back in line with your right. As you inhale, grow tall through the crown of your head, push down through your right toe mountains, and use your exhale to lunge forward into your front left knee. Scissor your thighs towards one another as you breathe in, grow tall, and use your exhale to reach back, lunge forward. One more time, breathe in, and breathe out. On your inhale, windmill your arms forward and up. Use your exhale to lunge straight forward. And on your inhale, straighten through both legs, lower your right heel down. Reach your left arm forward, your right arm back, then lunge forward into your front left knee. Warrior two. Long breath in. And use your exhale to lunge forward. Fill up. On your exhale, lunge a little bit deeper. Pull that right leg in towards your left. Push down through the pinky toe side of your right foot. Pull it up and in. And lunge. Turn your palms open. And then lower your left hand down towards your left knee. Right fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. And you can grow a little bit taller to reach your right fingertips up. Let that right shoulder blade fall down away from your ears. One more time, fill up. And empty out. On your inhale, windmill back, warrior two. And use your exhale to lunge forward. Full breath in. And long breath out. Now windmill your arms forward to frame your front foot. Lift your back heel, bend your knee and step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long through your back body. As you exhale, plant your hands down and extend your left foot to the back of your mat. Keep your left heel nice and high as you lift your torso away from your right thigh. Support your upper body with your hands on your right leg or reach your arms back in line with your left. Press down into your left toe mounds. Feel the activation of your left leg fire up here. Draw your shoulder blades back and use your exhale to lunge. Take your time as you breathe in. Push down through your left toes, create a long line from your left heel through the crown of your head, and use your exhale to lean your body weight forward. All the way in. And soft breath out. On your inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Use your exhale to lunge forward. Open up, warrior two. And lunge on your exhale. Take your time, breathe in. And breathe out. Turn your palms open to face the side wall. Lower your right hand to your right knee. Left fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. Once again, you can extend your as far and as tall as you can go. And then soften that shoulder blade. As you inhale, grow a little taller. Take your torso with you. And use your exhale to lunge closer towards the front of your mat. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. As you inhale, windmill back, warrior two. On your exhale, lunge forward. Long breath in. And complete breath out. Lower your hands onto your hips. Straighten all 10 toes to face the left side of your mat. Shift your hips back, draw your shoulder blades towards one another, hinge your body weight forward. You can rock onto your heels, into your toe mounds, whatever works for your body here. What we're doing is we're exploring the backs of the legs. I'm going to encourage you to keep your shoulder blades together. This will stop you from rounding forward. With the shoulder blades drawn towards one another, you can lean your weight forward. Feel this in the backs of your legs. This is where I grab a block for myself and place it underneath of my shoulders. You can grab books, pillows, blankets, whatever works for you. You might reach the ground quite comfortably. As you inhale, lengthen, and use your exhale to fold forward. Again, fill up, and fold. Let's do it again. Last one. From here, you can walk your hands forward, pivot on your heels to face the top of your mat, and step forward with your left foot. On your inhale, halfway lift, long through your back body, shoulder blades behind you, and use your exhale to fold. One more time, full breath in, long breath out. And then bend your knees, reach your arms out wide, lift up, reach up, look up, and bring your hands down through heart center. You can make your way to the back of your mat, place your hands down onto your hips. Now step forward with your left foot to start. Press down into your right toes. Feel the activation of your right toe mounds press into the earth, and that's waking up the muscles in your right leg. Reach your arms back in line with your right leg and then start to tip forward by elevating your right toes. Now see if your standing knee starts to bend. See if you can push down into the earth to grow taller. Draw your shoulder blades back to do the same. And then with that, you can encourage your torso forward by elevating the right inner thigh. As you breathe in, grow your right heel long away from your head and use your exhale to fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your heel away from you and use your exhale to fold. One more time, full breath in and out. And from here, you can bend your right knee, reach your arms up high overhead, inhale, and use your exhale to kick your heel forward. Feel that stretch in the back of your leg and then step down onto the right foot. Left toes now graze the mat behind you. You can feel the activation of your left leg fire up through your glute, all the way down into your thighs, to your calves, arms beside you. As you breathe in, lift your heart, lift your chest. Use your exhale to tip forward. Long breath in. Use your exhale to tip. Once again, breathe in, lengthen your heel away from your head, and use your exhale to tip. As you reach your left inner thigh up, extend your heart forward, topple for 3, 2, 1. Bend your left knee, reach your arms up high, inhale, and use your exhale to kick forward. From here, you can lower your left foot down, lower your arms by your side. Inhale, roll your shoulders. Let that go. Big breath in and out. As you inhale, reach your arms out wide, lift up, look up, and use your exhale to fold forward with control. On your inhale, halfway lift, long through your back body, shoulder blades behind you. And use your exhale to plant your hands down, lower your knees onto your mat. Set yourself up here for midway Shavasana as you transition onto your back body. You can extend your heels about mat width distance apart. Lower your back body onto your mat, shoulder blades underneath of you. Chest broad and lifted. Sometimes it's nice to step the heels a little wider apart. Really allow those toes to roll open towards the outsides of the room. Always check in with this pose to reconnect with the experience of the present moment. To cultivate a sense of peace and to allow ourselves to be here. Without any criticism or judgment based on the first half for practice. Just stepping into the experience of this present moment that we find ourselves in. Without any thoughts or doubts or questions about the first half of our practice. Without any wondering or planning for the future and what could happen or might arise. Fully embody the experience of this breath, this posture. The senses that you feel here. When you're ready, you might invite movement back into your body. You can do so by lowering the sole of your left foot down onto the floor and rest your right ankle over top of your left thigh. Now flex your right toes towards your right knee. This will protect the meniscal joint in your right leg. Push your right leg away from your body. You can stay right here or interlace your fingers around your left hamstring or shin so that as you're breathing in, you can feel the expanse of your chest and the lift of your abdomen. And with your exhale, you can pull your right leg and your left leg towards your body. As you're inhaling, you're lengthening through your spine, shoulder blades onto your mat. Invite your exhale to deepen the stretch that you feel in your right glute, your hip. Let's do this again. Release the grip of your left leg and bring the sole of your right foot down onto your mat. Rest your left ankle over top of your right thigh and flex your left toes towards your left knee, interlacing your fingers around your right hamstring or shin. Take time for your inhale, fill your lungs, and use your exhale to pull your left leg closer to your chest. Again, breathe in deep, release your right leg. Use your exhale to invite your right knee closer to your body. Let's do this again. Empty out. And release the grip of your right leg. Bring your knees to stack over top of your hips. Lift your heels up to the height of your knees and then press your hands against your legs. You can lift your chin, lift your chest, and push your hands into your thighs actively with the work of your core. Breathe in a way that supports this pose so that you're still breathing while you're pushing. Pulling your thighs into your hands, pushing your hands right back into your thighs. Embrace the wiggles, the shakes, the work, the breath. Full inhale. Exhale to push even more firmly. One more time, full breath in. Exhale, push for 3, for 2, and release on 1. Take a breath in. And out. Second set. Knees stacked back over top of the hips. You might pick a new position for your hands, this time on your legs. Push actively into your thighs. Feel the work of your thighs. Pull back into your hands. Connect with your breath to fuel this pose and then increase the pressure of your hands against your legs. Legs pull back against your hands for a count of 5 this time. For 4, keep breathing for 3. 2, and release. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Relax your shoulders behind you. And let your breath return to normal. You can hug your heels closer to your glutes, press into your feet to lift your hips, and place your fingers underneath of your back body. As you inhale, let your abdomen dome up towards the ceiling. And use your exhale to press down into your feet to lift your hips. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift your abdominal muscles. Use your exhale to press down into your feet to lift your hips. One more time. And then release the grip of your arms. Walk your shoulders out from underneath of you. Reach your left arm over top of your head and roll over onto your left side body. You make your way onto your stomach. Placing your hands underneath of your shoulders beside your ribs. Extend your toes away from your head and press the tops of your feet or the shoelace parts of your feet down into the mat so much so that your knees lift up off the earth. Then extend your heart forward away from your toes. Lift your chest and use your breath to support where you are. Use your inhale to lift a little taller. And your exhale to draw your shoulder blades away from your ears. One more time, long breath in. And as you exhale, lower your chin down onto your mat. Interlace your fingers behind your back body. Bring your big toes to touch. Reach your knuckles back to your heels. Lift your legs, lift your thighs away from the earth, and breathe. As you extend your knuckles away from your head, you can draw your shoulder blades back and down to lift your heart. Reach your toes back, and then fire up your right glute muscle to lift your right leg higher. Fire up your left glute muscle to lift your left leg higher. Take a breath in here. And use your exhale to lower your body all the way down onto your mat. Pick an ear to rest down, arms by your side. Breathe into your abdomen, to your lower back. You can bring your chin back to center. Bend your knees, reach back for your ankles or your feet. And then extend your shins towards the back wall. Reach your chest up, lift your legs, lift your thighs, bow pose. If you notice that you're holding your breath here, let your breath come back into your body. Find a rhythm of breath that's supportive. Use your exhale to kick back for 3, 2, and slowly lower your body down, opposite ear to the mat, arms by your side. Follow your breath in. Soften on your exhale. From here, you can place your hands underneath of your shoulders. Lift yourself up into a tabletop position. Knees mat width distance apart. Lower your glutes down onto your heels. Elbows wide. Use each exhale to melt your torso a little bit closer to your legs. And then elevating yourself back up into a tabletop position. Separate your fingers out nice and wide. A gentle bend to your elbows so that you're pushing your hands away from your feet. And then lift your hips into downward facing dog. On your inhale, slide your body forward to high plank, strong through your core. Use your exhale to lower your knees down onto the floor, uncurl your toes, lower your torso down. Inhale, baby cobra. Use your back strength to lift your chest, and then lift up through tabletop position into downward facing dog. And repeat that variation if that works well for you. On your inhale, come forward to high plank. Exhale to lower your knees, lower your chest. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale to downward facing dog. It's also possible that you'd like to move through chaturanga. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Exhale to lower your torso down to elbow height. And you inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. You inhale, come forward to high plank, strong through your core. Exhale, shoulders down to elbow height. Uncurl your toes, lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale to downward facing dog. One more time, full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, and long breath out. Pedal out your heels. Come into child's pose when your body's ready for it. You have a moment here to move through another flow, maybe two. You also have the option of lowering your knees together. Drape your torso over top of your thighs. Relax your arms by your side and rest your forehead. It's possible that your forehead doesn't quite reach the earth. You can use a pillow, you can use a blanket, you can also use a block. From here, place your hands down by your side. Lift yourself up into tabletop position. You can bring your right knee to your right wrist and your left knee to your left wrist. Use that block to sit down onto. What we're going to go for is a stretch on the top of our thighs. And so what we want to do is press down through the shins. Press down so much so that you feel the thigh muscles activate. And then as you bring your hands behind you, you might feel a stretch on the top of your thighs already. You might also choose to bend your elbows. And if you feel quite comfortable lowering further back, you can always remove the block. You can lower down onto your elbows and rest your forehead down onto your block or a pillow. For myself, I like the variation of lifting my hips up. I feel that stretch here without putting any pain or pressure into my knees. And so if you feel any sensitivity in your knees, this is a great pose for you. Press your shins down, lift your hips up, feel the active work, the stretch on the top of your thighs, and breathe into it. When your mind wanders and when your attention starts to get fidgety and wander away from where it is that we are here, just bring yourself back to your breath. Bring yourself back to the experience of being here in this pose. And you can walk your hands back to the soles of your feet and then slowly lift yourself back up. Plant your hands down in front of you on your knees. Clear.
All right, start with your left leg stretch. Now move to the right leg. All right, now begin with your right leg up against the door, left leg on the floor, back on the floor. Now switch to the left leg on the door, right leg on the floor, back on the floor.
Because you're not trying to cause pain into your knees. So you're going to go on your knees, nice and wide, and then you're going to go to your forearms as well. From this position, we're going to bring our pelvis forward towards the ground, trying to get as close as we can. And then we're going to sit back, and then we'll repeat. So we're just going back and forth. We're really working on this forward motion here. This is going to be the hard thing for most people. Most people aren't going to get to the ground like this. Most people are going to get stuck up here. It's important as you come forward, if you run out of room, that you don't make it up in your low back like that. You really want to keep your abs tight, your core tight, and push through that range, kind of drive your pelvis forward and come back. Generally, I have people do this about 10 times and then come to the middle. This is where you get a little added stretch to it. You're going to lift up both feet, keeping your back neutral, right? We're not diving down. We're keeping our back nice and straight and square, tight abs. And then you're going to work on rotation of your legs. Keeping a nice tight core, and we're just rotating left and right. We're trying not to, again, dump through our back and move through our back a ton. We're keeping our abs tight and our core tight. We're just trying to get that foot to the ground, just like that. So we generally do about 10 of those. So we did 10 forward and back, stretch